and I'm gonna make this higher. One second, I'll make this bigger, and then move myself down. All right. Anyways, can you all hear me? I had some technical issues. I changed up my setup, my USB connection, like for the microphone and camera, and it wasn't working. Because I got a secondary. Basically, I'm using this old little USB multiple one because my Mac one doesn't have any USB. Like only has like one USB or two USB ports, and I had to get an extra one because of what is it called? Oh, because of my I was recording a I'm gonna be recording a math video soon, so I needed extra stuff. Okay, why is this? Let's move it over here like this. All right. All right, so we are good to go. And we'll see what happens. Whoops, this should go up like that. Okay. Maybe down like that, maybe. All right. 1 second. Peeps. Okay, anyways, we are good to go. So MES live stream 34. This is the one about the so-called well, yeah, basically the main question will be, can a plane go 590 miles an hour? Well, can first of all, can a plane even go that fast at like sea level? And then can it slide through steel columns? All right, guys, anyways, can you all hear me? Hear me. Alright. I'll put an exclamation mark. Alright. Can you all hear me? And see how the audio is. How's the audio? How's my face there? I'm gonna check because I switched things up. I'm gonna go over here. Okay, audio's good. Okay, picks up. 1 second, guys. And then I'll also guys ask any math science related questions. I'll be working on a math video, another like 3-hour math video. I'm gonna start recording it today. And I just want to quickly check this up. Properties of this, the webcam, dipset webcam. Is there like an enhancing color or something? Noise suppression. All right, no, I don't think there's any noise suppression there. Okay, so anyways, that's just the webcam, should be fine. All right, guys, and yeah, and basically I have the main question will be this one here. this clown, this guy with like. Okay, 7,000 subscribers. MAGA Trump 3. Okay, so you can tell he's a mentally challenged there. So this is. Can you all hear me? It's a Rumble. See Odyssey if they and we'll only message the ones that actually do stuff. Whoops. All right. Okay, you must join a room first. Like, what does that even mean? Like, just post it. Let's see if this posts. Okay, and then 1 second. Anyways, today just a slow day at first soccer training of the season yesterday. And does it take 29,000 pounds of microthermite to make the entire house of cards fall? Yeah, that's the thing. It's like fall where it turns to dust. And that's the thing. It's like I don't understand. Like, subs turns to dust, and it's like, why do people still have Richard Gage? Like, why does he still exist? Alright, set up live. I just set it up live. Okay, how does Patreon work? I'm gonna stop doing on Patreon. I have no idea what this even means. It's like watch live, set up live. It is live. Live, set up live. It is live. There it is live. Okay, it is live. Is it live? Set up live. Oh, there it is live. Okay, it is live. So I need to click start live or something. Click start live or something. Okay, so it is starting live. Start live or something. And I'll just mute it. So it is starting live. Okay, so I have no idea what this is, and then pop out. Okay, I can't do this. Anyways, I'm just trying to figure out how to do all at once, and so on. Anyways, let's continue on the show. And also, guys, remember that these Wednesday streams are basically if you have any science-related questions and so on. And I'll open up some stuff here, and I have the Threadcast open here, so I'll be posting any links or other info in here and Telegram. My grandson had his first tournament of the season over the weekend. He's second grader. Epic stuff. Yeah. And then also here as well. I'm gonna post this Threadcast right here. So basically, post Threadcast here and here, and again, Threadcast. This is on Leo, so on Leo on in Leo/Hive. So all the data gets there forever. I don't need to worry about it disappearing, and it earn crypto as well. Anyways, yeah. So basically, the reason I brought up this one here, this question was because this clown says, well, first of all, this guy says, what is wrong with this photo? And again, these are like clickbait / like just tell us what it is. It's obviously not a real quote plane. What about the math subjects I shared with you? Yeah, I will share. I think you had something in there. But again, it's more about like questions if you have questions, because also you messaged here about Patrick Bet David. Yeah, apparently he speaks the same language as I do, which is quite remarkable. It's Aramaic. Um, yeah, so this one here, I saw this one here. And which math subject you shared? You shared this one here. This was absolutely wild.
We used to.
I'll play that in a bit. I'm just gonna open up some stuff. Also here, some stem set up here. Also, I got a bunch of messages here. Got my free energy. Come place. Okay. This guy, Alchemist Dream. Okay, what is this guy doing? Working lexicon examples included in the first way, translated with commentary. Okay. Yeah, and this is from Drew. Let's see what this was here. What is this setup here? Voynich manuscript. Okay, property declaration. Over this, no other. Okay, what was this right here? Versions and progress. Okay, please stand by. Where's the examples included in the first 12 page translated with commentary? Okay, I don't see any translations. So, okay. I'm just gonna say I don't see anything. Tab 1. And this guy here, what is this guy doing here quickly?
To agree.
What do you think is going to happen to this?
The European Union is going to agree to purchase from the United States $750 billion worth of energy.
Can I show you something? When Donald Trump says $750 billion worth of energy, what he's talking about is LNG. You see this? This, LNG exports. This, price of electricity. LNG exports, price of electricity. Donald Trump wants to triple this. When Donald Trump triples this, what do you think is going to happen to this? Do you think this is just going to stop going up? I've been telling you guys for a really long time what's coming with electricity bills. Much to the dismay of a lot of people who call me a fearmonger and all kinds of stuff. When I say your electric bill will one day, in the near future, be more than your rent or your mortgage, I'm saying it because it's true. You are going to be subsidizing the companies that send all of our natural resources to Europe. Most of you have already seen this showing up on your electric bills. What you need to understand is it's going to get unbelievably worse. You're just seeing the beginning. Because if this wasn't bad enough, now we're going to try to do everything we can to destroy renewable energy at a time when energy demand is growing faster than it's ever grown in the United States in history. This president is completely incompetent when it comes to energy and understanding how it works and how it impacts Americans. If you think high gas prices cause inflation, what do you think is going to happen to the farmer who spends more money on electricity than you could dream of? What do you think is going to happen at Walmart, who spends about $1 billion a year on electricity just in the United States? What do you think is going to happen when that turns into $2 billion a year? This isn't just your electric bill. This is everything. Thanks.
All right, it's pretty wild. And LNG, I think that's natural gas or from its energy. What is energy? This one here. Quickly, let's go. I'll keep Grok out open. Okay, and which math subject? Can you send them again? Tammy, you have to realize I get like literally hundreds, thousands of messages. So that's why I keep these streams here. So send it there and let me know you just send it. And I want to go quickly here. What is it auto filling for me? What is LNG? What is in terms of energy? What is energy? Who typed energy? What is energy in terms of What is happening? And why is there auto everything? In terms of energy. Like, just send what I... Oh, liquefied natural gas. Okay, that's what it is. So basically, they'll be exporting like $800 billion worth and expect price to go up. And, he has, I think he's onto something in terms of energy price going to go up because, like, all energy bill here is just ridiculous. They got, like, climate tax and so on. Okay, I'll be like, okay, give me the typical price of energy electric bill for a house in Richmond, BC, and compare prices between this year and past 5 years, including any carbon climate taxes, etc. LPG and you, yeah, I'm looking for them. Yeah, so you gotta just make it easier for me, because I literally get I have so many emails. I have 1,000 emails unread. Again, a lot of them are from John Hudson. I gotta read these. See what this is, Bart Sprell one. Bologna. Okay, we got a bunch of people saying stuff here. Okay, this guy says space is fake and gay. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we've solved it, guys. John Harold, book from John and Morgan. Okay, so they published a ChatGPT book on 9/11. Alright, yeah, so basically I want to it's doing a thinking. So I have it automatic. So basically it's gonna go infinite. And yeah, so the tax bill, I mean the energy bill is just going up here too with random increases and so on. Anyways, yeah, so this other part here, I don't see anything in this one that this guy sent. Let's go back here. Oh, this is the this is translations. Okay, I did it. Just translation, working translation. I'll go to research. Where did it go? How do I other uploads? I think I put a unified field theory guy. Okay, that's the unified field theory, and I'll put this one here, and I'll save. Oh, that's the translation there. I'll just go open up here. So we'll see what it was. Open up here and open with Brave browser. Let's open up over here. Okay. It says 12 pages. I only got. Okay. I'll just send out. Where's the 12 pages? This one is actually pretty wild. I just see like 1 or 2 pages, and the drive link mostly blank. All right, so I don't know what's going on here. Revisions in progress. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, okay, that guy posts that everywhere. Yeah, the guy posts that everywhere. Epic stuff. We've solved it. Okay, and this is another part you sent about the implanting tiny brains in mice. I'll play that in a bit. I just want to continue on with. Yeah, I need to. There's a bunch of stuff here. Free energy invitation to attend. FESG meeting. Details for the links of speakers. Free energy special interest group meeting September 3rd, 6:30 p.m. Okay, London time. Isn't that now? All right. Who are these peeps? So again, well, when we talk about free energy, it's like we got to get to the main thing, which is 9/11. Unable to log into Hive. I don't know. There's like literally. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna go back into here. I'm gonna keep this open for this. Alright, guys. Anyways, so here is one question here, and then let me know if there's anything else sent. Actually, I'll play this video quickly, just to get people in to understand what in the world's going on here. So Tammy sent this one to me as well. I'm gonna keep this opened. 1 second, guys. Again, this is hectic day today. I'm gonna click this there, and I'm gonna open up chat here. Open up a new tab. Yeah, so this one here you sent Matthew. This could play nicely with your biology videos and conspiracy theories, real science. Also share microscopy of elements and compounds. Epic. All right, so you played this one. I'm gonna play this one here. This is pretty ridiculous.
Successfully implanted the human brain organoids made from stem cells. We successfully implanted the human brain organoids made from stem cells, which are essentially tiny human brains, into the skull of a mouse, and it worked, and this has consequences for the first eye transplant. Hi, I wanted to provide you with some updates about this experiment because I did get to speak to the researchers. First, to answer some questions, we take skin cells and then encourage them to become neural cells and let them grow. And they essentially become tiny human brains, and sometimes they have eyes. These eyes are capable of seeing light, and it seems to make them think a little bit when they see the light. And of course we know they beat AI on Pong. We are already putting them in supercomputers. As for the experiment, they damaged the mouse's retrosphenial cortex and replaced it with a brain organoid. The retrosphenial cortex has something to do with how the mice actually process vision and their environment. When they implanted the little brain organoid, it restored their vision. They kept the mice alive for about 70 days, and when I spoke to the researchers, they said they didn't really see any notable changes in the mice's behavior, despite having a little tiny brain inserted into their brain. But the really important part about it is that it vascularized. So one of the big problems with growing the brain organoids is that they become hypoxic after about 60 days because they get too big and they don't have a vascular system. They're not attached to a little heart.
All right. So they're creating little brains and putting it into mice brains? What in the world? What planet are we on? Brain. I'm gonna share this link here as well. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna use this as a link sharing. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna post this right here, and I'm gonna post on the Leo threads as well here, so everything gets fed into it. Quantum computer chips are the main source of these computers, and she gives the research and links. Are the main source of these in computers. What? Yeah, but again, we gotta get something out of it. Let's see. Brain organoids in mice. See the I just want to see what the actual stuff are. Alright, the mouse cortex. Using innovative recording research show organized respond to external sensory stimuli. World's an organoid. Alright, let's see if they I just want to see an actual video, not just writing and stuff. Let's see what they actually have. Human brain organoids. Yeah, okay, this will I'll save it for another one. This is brain organoids and a spider robot drone. What in the world? What planet are we? They also use blood in quantum computers. Interesting. Lab grown. Okay, so she's getting big on this. This computer runs on living human brain cells. Let's see this one here.
This is the world's first commercial biological computer, running on living human cells. The CL1 computer is the brainchild of Melbourne-based Cortical Labs.
This is where the neurons would be embedded in.
CEO and founder Han-Wang Chong says it fuses cell-derived neurons with silicon, creating a new class of AI known as synthetic biological intelligence.
Unlike using artificial neural networks, we grow real biological neurons into networks onto computer chips.
It sounds like science fiction, but Han says the CL1 is capable of learning and adapting faster than standard silicon-based AI, while consuming significantly less energy.
We take blood or skin and we can transform them into stem cells, and from stem cells into brain cells or neurons that we then use them for compute and intelligence.
Han says the neurons grow on silicon chip with tiny electrical contacts connecting them to the digital hardware. And it's equipped with an artificial life support system to keep the cells healthy.
We have pumps like the heart, waste feeding reservoirs, filtration units like the kidneys, and we have a gas mixer to take carbon dioxide, oxygen, and nitrogen.
Han says the CL1 could revolutionize drug testing and personalized medicine.
With this kind of technology, we potentially could grow neurons taken from patients with, say, a dementia or with epilepsy, and test compounds and drugs that would then be personalized and tailored to that patient.
But Han believes the CL1's potential doesn't end there, saying it could usher in a new age of AI.
In the short term is we can use it for life sciences, for personalized medicine, for drug discovery and development. But the longer term vision of the company here is to pioneer a new form of computing where we can actually use these neurons that can process information with much quicker speed, with much less data, and with much more energy efficiency so that we can get to intelligence but without the significant costs associated with it.
CL1 computers are destined for laboratories and research facilities capable of cultivating their own cells. They'll be manufactured to order and ready to ship later this year.
All right. We got some humanoid robots, computers running on synthetic biology. All right, what planet are we on right now? All right, epic stuff there. I'm gonna send some stuff here. Okay, this is a channel for many of your answers on how radar tells targets apart and when they can't. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, this is worth mathing. Yeah, but again, if you have any specific questions on it, because there's a bunch of science stuff, we'll say that for maybe for another topic. I'm gonna quickly post this here, and again, I'm gonna feed the threadcast right here, and I'm gonna move the email. Where's my email? My email's gone. Oh, yeah, there's emails right here. All right, move it over here. And I'm gonna do summarize. This automatically summarizes it. Summarize. I reposted at MES Telegram and Radar Technology too. I might suck at the Hive, but I excel in this area. Yeah, no worries. Again, Hive takes some learning experience. Because again, like you have like the entire market cap of Hive, for example. Hive market cap is about 98 million. Okay, and now I would say that what's the net worth of Telegram? Or what's the value of it? And they have their own. Telegram has their own token. People don't realize. They actually have Telegram has their own. It's called TON. So Telegram has their own token. That the token itself is 8 billion market cap, and that's the current supply, fully diluted 16 billion. So they have their own token, and you can actually use Telegram to. I think you can like transact. You can swap tokens and other stuff like that. I'm not sure what they do exactly with it. And then as of 2023, Telegram's estimated net worth is 30 billion. It's probably much higher now. Just the owner is worth 11 billion. So you got to realize this is like 100,000 times more money into this thingy here than Hive. So user experience wouldn't be as good initially, but the thing is with Hive you can literally your data is there forever, like pretty much there. Once again, a misclaiming token. There's no missing claiming tokens. You don't miss. You can claim anytime you want. It's like I don't know what you want. What you mean? It's like you're all saying things that are like there's no like what are we talking about? You can go here and claim anytime you want. You can go and claim anytime you want. Like I don't know what more do you have to what more do I have to state? That's claim. Yeah. These are the pending rewards you can claim. I usually just do once a month so I can like track how much I make and so on. And also, you can actually see there's a website. I forgot what the link was. See the crypto one, normal. I think it was a part of earnings, Hive earnings. Yeah, so you can do this one. I say this one here. So you could type person's username. So for example, MES, and then you can see how much it's earning. Let's say past make it in USD. It was due past 30 days. Get earnings report. You can see how much you can see how much any Hive account earns. So it's taking a while. It's 30 days. Why is it taking so long, man? Okay, anyways, this guy is just running the blockchain, running numbers. Get earnings. Okay, there it is. It did it. So the last 30 days, I made $19 HP, $20 HBD, and that's posting. Curation is $74 USD, and then I also bought some Hive with some XRP. And then total HBD. Oh, these are transfers. Yeah, these are how much you moved across, and so on. Yeah, and you can see basically you can see how there, and then you can check yours. I think you have it as I forgot what your name is. Oh, Paintress. So you can go Paintress, see what yours was. Okay, let's go back into. Okay, let's go back here. Let's refresh. Okay, so enter username. Oh, hi. Oh, I can't. I have to. Oh no, I need to put yours in. So you can go use this and see how much you earned, and so on. But you can also you can also see what you've done. Paintress. You can go to wallet right here. So you have staked 7.5. So you're $3. And then you can check when you last claimed. Well, you claimed 3 hours ago. So you claimed. You claimed 10 days ago, and you claimed 3 hours ago. So you haven't missed anything. And your account's worth $3. And you have this is liquid right now. What I recommend is when you make the HBD, you could stake it. Put it in into your savings right here, and then you get 15% APY, and basically use that as your savings account, and then it builds up. So 15%. That's like 10 times more than any savings account you can get anywhere. So basically, you can see my wallet here. So notice that HBD, I put them in the savings. You can go click here and click stake HBD. It just takes 3 days to unstake, and then so you can see right here. So I have 1,500, and now I've earned $13, and I can claim in every month. So last payment 21 days ago, claim in 8 days, and it keeps accruing. So it's gonna be around $20. So $20 doing nothing per month, USD. And the thing is, anyone in the world can earn USD with a incredibly high interest rate savings account anywhere in the world. So you can be living in Ghana and earning like stable and earning USD higher than any bank in America. So in Ghana, you can earn more money than America. Think about that. Think about that mumbo jumbo. And again, yeah, so you didn't miss any claiming things. There's no such thing as missing. You can claim anytime you want, and so on. Yeah. All right. And then basically the payouts are every 7 days for the post. All right. Anyways, let's go back here. So we're gonna go and start asking about the 9/11 mumbo jumbo. So 1 second, I'm gonna sit down. Okay, tell me, where does it say you met past deadline? I don't see anything about deadline. Like every time you ask a question about Hive, it's like it's like a different planet. Like, what are we talking about? Like, like there is no deadline. Like, the last time you were trying to log in, you were on Uphold. You're on the wrong website. Anyways, sorry for laughing at you. We're laughing with you. All right. Anyways, so this guy wrote, "What is wrong with this photo? This photo again, is ridiculous. But also this photo, I think this isn't the fully accurate photo because the actual photo has like orbs in it. Let's go right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go there. I'll say this one later how radar works. I'll just post things in this part here. So and also when you post things during the live stream, post it as a comment in the main post here, so that it gets saved. It's basically so it's easy to like I can sort by only the stuff related to today, and so on, not just randomly in the chat when I'm doing the stream. I'm gonna summarize. Yeah, this would be something I definitely do. But yeah, the math videos I do is just follow my calculus book to help learn. I'm on the pad, which sucks. I can't see what I'm doing, and my son gets whiny when I use my computer. Alright. Yeah, but even the iPad shouldn't be a big issue. Alright. So we got this mumbo jumbo's set up. So the other part I want to show is orbs plane. Yeah, this one here. This apparently is an anonymous photo. Yeah, so that photo this person is sharing. This person is sharing. Where did it go? Okay, this person is sharing this photo right here. This photo is actually updated. Somebody like airbrushed out the orbs, and the orb. This is how the actual photo looks like. The actual photo looks like this. So the actual photo has these orbs. 1, 2, 3, 4 orbs there, and I highly doubt that they're all just artifacts of the photo or however they were transferred. I need to learn organization on these systems. It's completely different on my phone and computer. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. But it's straightforward. if you take it slowly, like go very, very slow. Don't just jump to whatever. See, anyways, so this is this part here. And this guy, first of all, so the photos, there's no orb in this photo, so that's the wrong photo. And basically, this was the original, like, closest photo. So the anonymous photo uploaded online in 2012 of the photo shows 3+ orbs surrounding the second quote plane as it gets absorbed into the South Tower on 9/11. In later uploads of the same photo, the orbs appear to have been airbrushed to remove them, but the image quality is higher. But that's the thing. The image quality is higher on the other ones. The 2012 uploader said he received this post as a scanned digital copy and that the original was lost. So it is unclear where the better quality version was actually, was actually the original and the orbs was a byproduct of scanning, or they actually airbrushed out. Given that many photos and videos show many orbs, it appears the latter is the case. Yeah, basically the question is, was this from a scanning one? So here is, this is this one here. This is orbs, but this is like I think this shows bigger stuff there. This was like the earliest one I could find, and I think it is a bit higher definition, but it only has one orb. So is it a byproduct of the scanning, or was it airbrushed out? But the orbs are also, like, orbs appear in videos as well. Like, maybe not these exact orbs, but that's just a very interesting thingy there. Alright. I think there's some comments here. Okay, look how one is behind the building, and you'll figure out why the wing disappeared and what they really are. Yeah, definitely. It's not a normal object. Okay, so this is this thing here. Anyways, and this guy right here, he voted 3 times for Trump, so just be very, very nice to him. He might be a bit mentally challenged. And he says, nothing, plane hit the tower at nearly 600 miles an hour, sliced through it like a knife through butter, and I said, that is clown physics. Planes can't go through, yeah, it's basically clown physics, and I uploaded this one here. And then this is Ryan Gabriel, aka Field Interference. He says, what do you mean planes can't enter halfway into a steel frame structure without any demonstrable resistance observable in the material of the plane? Yeah, here's resistance 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it basically just goes cleanly in there. Yeah, and it's like, and this wing is like gone. Where's the wing? All right, that is wild there. I'm gonna retweet. I'm gonna show this one right here, and I'm gonna post this as well. And then this question, I'll put it here. Okay, I'm gonna put this all here in order. Why is it over there? I thought I moved. Okay, this one should be the math Q&A one. Okay, that's how I post it. Yeah, this is right. All right, I'm gonna post that there and there. All right, so the question is, can it go through? And what I'll try to do is I'm gonna just do a quick. I'm gonna move this over as well. 1 second, guys. I'm not a slow kind of person. Oh, I'm learning. No, I'm saying take it slow. Like, when you go do things, it's about, like, be very, very deliberate, and then until it, like, makes sense, and you could speed up. I'm confused on these. Oh, payouts, confused with them things. Again, I don't know what the deadline is. There's no deadline. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you are learning. That's great. Nobody else in the chat's learning that, so you're ahead of the game. And everybody else get on Hive and so on. 1 second. Okay, we got some spam message. All right. Anyways, so basically, I'm gonna look up some plane crashes right here. I know what you're saying, being slow. Yeah, no worries. Basically take it like super slow. In anything, basically, because a lot of people make mistakes. Similar with like 9/11 Truth, they just jump at whatever Richard Gage, the clown show, says. As opposed to just like take it very, very slow. Even in the moon landing stuff, like when Bart Sparrow says something like, "Oh, they're doing some weird cutout." Oh, the weird tinkering with the window. I'm like, what do you mean? Nothing's actually happened. All right, I'm gonna go right here and go plane crash. Oh, or actually, I think I have a bunch on Telegram. I'm gonna go. So okay, so we're gonna see what actual plane crash happens. Okay, I think I had a Air India. Okay, this was an Air India crash right here. Looking at photos from the Air India crash, that was a huge plane. You'd think the building would have collapsed or turned to dust. And then an Eyes Watching says we're supposed to believe planes are this. So this is an actual photo there of Air India. So this is a plane through concrete, like an Indian one, and then you can see it. There's an actual plane still there, right? It's stuck in there. Alright, so it's still there. Oh, and this was my cousin Eyes watching. That's his old account. It got suspended. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm gonna post this photo. I'm gonna post this here as well. Okay, so this is what happens when it goes through concrete. And I'm gonna go post it right here. Okay, and go back here. I'm gonna go to cement. Yeah, so the Air India crash right here didn't turn to dust because the building was using high strength Nagarjuna cement.
మనబలం నాగార్జున సిమెంట్ నమ్మకం నాగార్జున సిమెంట్ ప్రతి నిర్మాణం నాణ్యతగా నిలిచే
నాగార్జున సిమెంట్ ప్రతి సౌదంలో మనగాడై నిలుస్తుంది.
Alright, anyways.
నిలిచే మనబలం నాగార్జున.
Alright, anyways, yeah, so that's the Air India crash using Nagarjuna cement. So that's just apparently super strong. Alright, so that's not the port there. McGew in 1990, let's go. So it's using cement there. So we've solved it. Okay, so we could solve it using advanced cement. Okay, so anyways, here's back to this thingy here. Okay, here's the increase of the bill there, of the estimated, according to Grok, where I'm basically from Richmond, BC. So 2020, 113, and then 2021, 114, it's the average bill. Now it's 124. So it's about, it's going up decent with inflation, not too much. So we'll see how it goes. I don't think energy price is going to be that much higher. I think it's going to be just the usual. So that guy might be a bit fear-mongering. Because the thing is, it just goes with inflation, and also America, all the governments are just printing money off the wazoo. So you have to price them into stable things. So price everything you do, price it in gold / Bitcoin, anything that's fixed supply. Just how you, it's a better way to price things. So here's gold price. So for example, the energy cost is going down relative to gold. So it's like, so if you were basically putting your savings into gold, energy is getting cheaper. And similar with Bitcoin. And again, just things that people just yeah, it's like they use it as savings account. So similar to Bitcoin. So you would have bought like multiple houses with it was just stock up on Bitcoin. So anyways, so basically it's more about the devaluing of the dollar at a faster rate than pretty much anything. Faster rate than population growth, faster rate than economic activity, like positive activity. All right. All right, and anyway, so I got 2 upvotes from this guy is pretty big, and I think he uploaded this one here. I'm gonna refresh to see how much it earns. So again, just to illustrate, yeah, he uploaded $6. Yeah, so I mean 6 cents. So 6 cents, pretty good for a just posting here. Whereas YouTube, everything is like nothing. Like every one of your comments, you guys are getting nothing, and they're not saved. These ones are saved, and it's earning cash money, and that can be earned from anyone in the world. And priced in USD, like you can literally earn USD. Absolutely ridiculous. We'll plan to run. All right. Anyways, so we got a humanoid organoids. I'm gonna do this for another stream. So, but during 9/11, like September, I think pretty much all of September, or at least up to 9/11, like it's gonna be 9/11 related math Q&A. So this one is gonna be on the So we'll deal with this humanoid stuff there later. I'm gonna say this is actually absolutely wild. This humanoid Lomo Jumbos. Alright, so I'm gonna post that there. I'm gonna post on 3Speak. This right here as well. Alright, so we are posting there. There should be a summarizer. I'm gonna go ask I might possibly I'm gonna ask him right here. This guy who made the AI YouTube summary might possibly. So I pay $5 a month to get his like but anyways, the summarizer is free. But he has a setup where he has a summary. This one you have to pay $5 for him. He made it free for anyone to do it, but this one it costs $5 a month USD, so that it should have access now. And you can just fetch any name. It makes it really easy to So it basically tells you every single video, and then you can easily copy and paste. So for example, I can go right here, copy this, and I can and then automatically makes it as has a text right there summarized, and I can go and quickly summarize. For example, if I just do this, it automatically does that right there. Okay, summary, and you can summarize those. But I'm gonna go at Mike possibly. Can you make a bot for article summaries. Just like the YouTube one. Alright, and yeah, that's this one pretty epic. Yeah, that'd be absolutely epic. So you just summarize articles directly on chain, as opposed to using Grok and so on. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna just close this. Okay. So we get there. Okay. So anyways, LNG and so on. And now electrical vehicle charging. That's, yeah, everything's gonna go up. Yeah, I guess if you're charging with electrical vehicle and so on, it's gonna go up 20 to 50%. Anyways, so that's this part. So this is an epic summarizer, and I'm gonna be again using this 3Speak. I mean in Leo. 3Speak is the video one where it's also on Hive. All right, so I'm gonna go back here. So we got the cement right here. I'm gonna go at another plane. I'm gonna go each time. I'm gonna search up all the plane stuff I had. Also, yeah, Jim Fester is absolute clown. Oh, actually, before we go to that, so this Saturday, it's gonna be, well, Mark Collins gonna join the show, talking about where the planes go, the flights there, and I made a pretty epic screenshot. I'll show you the screenshot. Actually, send it to him. So here's Mark Collins. So this Saturday is gonna be discussing live stream, and I will also be making an absolutely epic trailer. So here's this one, and I put up basically screenshots of very important info. Like this one here, this is actual military. I think they're the communications during 9/11, and it says American Airlines 11 is still in the air, and is heading towards Washington. So the military Boston Center just had a report that American 11 is still in the air, and it's on its way towards towards Washington. And then ID Tech. Okay, American Airlines still in the air. Yes, on its way towards Washington. It was evidently another aircraft that hit the tower. That's the latest report we have. Okay, so this one, American Airlines still airborne. This one is Flight 175. The actual ACARS or like radar data showed it like showed it over here about 150 miles away from the South Tower at the time of the crash, alleged impact there. This other guy says, this guy says, Amar told commission staff that his focus was on United Airlines Flight 93. This is the Shanksville one, which was circling over Chicago. Mar thought UAL 93 was waiting for word over what had happened across the country to begin its attack. Mar started to attempt to find pilots and fighters. So anyways, so Flight 93 is in Chicago when it's supposed to be like crashed in Shanksville. All right. And now again, every single flight has this. American 77 is the Pentagon one. He says, have we found that that was American 77. How do we get tracking over Missouri? So they're wondering, is this supposed to be like in the Pentagon? Why is it in Missouri? All right. Okay, Mabs. Hey, hello, miss. Finally, I catch you live. I'm from Norway. Time zone different, kind of tricky. I also see that my sub got canceled. How can I renew it? Which sub? Your membership or YouTube? Because you can easily go to MES links. Yeah, anyways, guys, make sure to donate and send me a bunch of cash money. Again, this is epic stuff here. Grok AI used to make this light mode. Every single website in the world should have this switch to dark mode, light mode. That's my motto. Anyways, so you want to be you mean a super fan? If you want to become a super fan, you can go here. If you want to subscribe, if you want to be a member, click on this and send me a bunch of cash money, guys. Become a super fan. Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Yeah. So you can go here and just click join. $14. $14.99. $15 is copying the mainstream setup. So $15 a month, or I think they have to choose always. I don't think you can make it 15. So anyways, $15 a month and gives you a loyalty badge right here, this trophy, and you get these custom emojis. Yeah, Maps. Okay, thanks, Superfan. You got it. Epic stuff indeed. All right. Anyways, so that's quite epic. And yeah, so going back into this. Anyways, yeah, so we'll keep going here. So again, every single one of these flights on 9/11, they're still airborne. Like, okay, this was Flight 77, and it says right here, yeah, so it was over Missouri. And then here's the actual flight path of AA77. It's going here, and then there's a literally, I think this is a 19-minute, like it was off radar, and all of a sudden the radar's coming into the Pentagon. I'm like, this is Flight 77. It goes here and it disappears, and now all of a sudden it goes here 19 minutes later. So like, and while this guy's saying it's over Missouri, look what's going on here. And then this right here, the day after America under attack. This is Flight 77. Even CNN. This is the day after 9/12 is still flying. I think that's what he meant. Not 9/11 or yeah, something like that. But it's still flying there even on CNN. And in Flight 175, the second alleged plane, it's saying here, it literally shows up in the MSNBC like randomly. It shows up there in their flight tracking thing, UAL 175. And this all inbound international flights have been diverted to Canada. I mean, it's still flying there well after the crash, or alleged crash. And then Linda Justin said this was also Flight 93. United 93 is flashing at Hagerstown. This is, like, what is going on here? None of the ones are actually there. Anyways, so that's this Saturday, and I'll be working on an epic trailer. I'm gonna be intermixing this a million times. The Arch is a weather manipulation device. Interesting. The Arch. Which are, anyways, guys, be like maps, guys, and fund the operation. Send me a bunch of cash money, and so on. Anyways, so this is and also at the same time that's happening, Gage and Fetzer. So Gage and Fetzer are having a fake debate, and Fetzer put like a photo of him like 50 years ago, as opposed to the one now where he looks like an actual zombie. So Real Deal Media. So basically, you got the mini nukes guy, and posting well, at least got the holographic image projection tech, but he's on 9/11, but he adds in a bunch of disinfo like knows that nonsense. Anyways, 1 second. All right, I'm gonna lower this. Okay, my mouse for some reason unplugs and plugs again. Okay, so cool. Anyway, so that's Jim Fetzer. There's Richard Gage, and there's Gage. So basically, they're debating nukes or explosive demolition. So again, both sides are completely off. And also whether planes or no planes happened, and I noticed that they also have like a boxing ring or like wrestling ring, basically showing that it's like fake, and that's similar to Simpsons one. Simpsons, fake like boxing. So again, they have the boxing set up there. Again, boxing is typically rigged and all fake. Okay, so let's see, Homer Simpson. Wrestling. I think that's what he says. Okay, where's the making fun of wrestling? No, there was one where he's saying Homer, I thought it was Homer Simpson. I thought no, Homer Simpson boxing. It's fake. I think that's what he meant.
Homer was in the ring taking douches showed up.
Anyways, we'll find out later. Simon Shack, Sim Miracles, is a very curious character. I've been reading his book on the Tycho Solar model, which is interesting, but no, he's disinfo on planes. Yeah, Simon Shack is he's also like a partner with Osama bin Laden somehow. Like, okay, that's probably one of the wildest things. Okay, we'll get to that. Anyways, so we got this guy right here. He's an absolute that's Richard Gage, and Richard Gage, again, he's like the expert on everything in 9/11. And he literally says, let's see what Gage says. Or this expert. And then this is the expert. Wait, what? And listen what he says. Yeah, so anyways, wait, what? What did he just say? The self-proclaimed expert on 9/11 that has been doing seminars, podcasts, and racked in millions from supporters over nearly 20 years, and he cannot prove planes hit the Twin Towers in preparation for a 9/11 debate. Let's play this. Okay, anyways, I hate how it's just slow. I'm gonna go, Gage. Okay. Why is nothing showing up properly? Like, just go here. I literally said Richard Gage. Okay, trolling, no, clowning. Yeah, I wrote Gage. Why is this? Okay, this one here. So, 9/11 revisionist, he screen recorded that, or he grabbed that from one of the Boston 9/11 Truth calls. And then he actually emailed. Oh, we have a bunch of money right here. I wish I was rich enough to donate 500, but here you go. This is 200 NOK, and you're in Norway. Okay, so what is 200 NOK, guys? Guys, we have breaking news. We got maps throwing cash money. I mean, epic stuff here. Thanks. Let's see how much this is worth. NOK to USD. See that to USD. 19 bucks. Okay, let's go. 1988. Okay, epic. Where I was, what year I was born. So epic stuff. That's a whole bunch of cash money. All right, epic stuff. Thanks, Mabs. Epic stuff there. Thanks for that. Yeah, throw a bunch of cash money at me, guys. And Yeah. And also going back here, so 9/11 Revisionist emailed like the giant email 9/11 thread, and he says I'm gonna do more on the 10th epic stuff. I'm gonna upload a documentary on the 10th, on the 11th, as well as the big 9/11 Avengers one. I might upload that one about I forgot which guy's name. I think his name is I think his name is Near Death Experiment or something. But his channel's deleted. Anyway, I'll upload down. It's pretty epic. Anyways. So this guy, Norman, he actually emailed the big giant chain saying that self-proclaimed expert, basically clowning on Richard Gage. And then I said, at least Richard Gage only has to prepare for a 9/11 debate, and not whether the Earth is flat or not, as that has him stumped. Yeah, so he's literally stumped about whether. Okay, maps 1988, your birthday. That's some crazy synchronization. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, regardless. Yeah, 1988 is when I was born. And I do think 1988 is a very, very interesting year. A lot of big stuff happened that year, so that's quite fascinating. All right, anyways. And also, apparently my birth year, it's going to be the new not Gregorian, that other one, a Julian calendar. Start of new year. I'm going to go ask Grok right here quickly. We're going to go ask her right now. I'm going to go to Grok again. I'm going to go... Start of new. Actually, let's go to Wiki. So basically, in 100 years, the start of the Julian calendar will be my birthday. I think it's like, when does it change? Tuesday, Gregorian. I think it was start of it. Anyways, there's something about it. January. I'm gonna go back here quickly. January 15th. Or no, Julian calendar. The start of year. I think it's gonna be like in 100 years or something, or like 75 years. Okay, Julian calendar. Why does this not show up properly? Okay, what just happened? Realignment, and so on. Where is the first Julian day? First aligned day. Anyways, I'll have to think that through. I forgot what it was. Anyway, that's why I usually use Telegram to put my thoughts there so I can revisit them. Anyways, guys, so we'll go back into this setup here. So yeah, let's play Richard Gage. So Richard Gage has a debate on planes, and let's see what he says.
Anybody's got any info, valuable info, proving that planes hit the towers, that could be helpful. I haven't had enough time to really prepare this well, so I could use some help. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Richard.
Anybody's got any info, valuable info, proving that planes hit the towers, that could be helpful. I haven't had enough time to really prepare this well, so I could use some help. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Richard.
Anybody's got any info, valuable info, proving that planes hit the towers, that could be helpful. I haven't had enough time to really prepare this well, so I could use some help. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Richard.
Anybody's got
this guy's also a clown too. They're all clowns, and the thing is, like, it's pretty sad, like listening to them talk and then interact with them. They're a bunch of clowns, but I think Richard Gage is like, I think he's like part comedian. He's pretty funny, or unintentionally funny. It's absolutely hilarious. Okay, see, Maps says this guy's awesome. I think you're talking about me, epic stuff. And then Owen, Tammy's third son, Owen, is also 1988, epic stuff. Yeah, we're the same age. Okay, yeah, so really like his outlook on life and how he interacts with others, like John Hodgson. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for that. Okay, yeah. Anyway, so that's Richard Gage, and then he was on the one of the biggest podcasts in the world, the Patrick Bet-David one, and he couldn't answer the question: is Earth round or flat? He's like, I don't know.
Okay, but you think Earth is round or flat?
Well, I don't know. I've seen it other than what's been shown to us on the television. So what do I know?
So that answer is still not a certain answer. We know plenty.
Right. Well, that's what we learned in school, and that's what I accept.
So you accept that the Earth is round?
Why not?
You're. But
I don't know.
you don't know that the Earth is round.
That's what I've learned. That's what I've been educated. But when you learn the truth about what happened at the World Trade Center and that the government and the media have been lying about it, I don't trust anything I've learned in my history books.
Okay, but you think.
All right, anyway, so basically, that's the thing. It's like the Earth, whether it's round or flat, even though it's not as important as 9/11 free energy tech, the thing is, it's in a way, like that's like a grade school. Like you have to be able to tell people whether it's round or flat. Like if you can't get the evidence for either of them, which is much easier in terms of like it is because people actually use technology right now, depending on the Earth's shape, like the GPS and all that. It's like they literally use it. Yeah, he got interviewed by that guy. Yeah, definitely, he got interviewed by him. And now that same guy, so apparently Patrick Bet-David, he speaks my language, like Aramaic. Like it's actually mind-blowing. Yeah, your interactions with John and your take on Forbes. Yeah, the Flemin midget, what is it? Yeah, the orbs is absolutely ridiculous. If flat is such a distraction propaganda, they literally invented the term conspiracy theory. Yeah, definitely. But the thing is, it's like flat Earth. You can literally prove it, what shape it is, and it's giving you a hint. It's not flat. But also he's definitely acting right there, so that he's portraying him. He's playing a role of like the conspiracy theorist, like the one that's very close-minded, and will not accept anything. Basically, let's say you find out, basically more in generalities, like, oh, 9/11 they lied about it, so I can't trust anything else what they're doing. Yeah, but you can also go and check evidence yourself and make your own opinion. So anyways, and here's Gage. Well, I think one of the funniest things he's ever said to me, photos, like I literally showed him. Yeah, so I literally showed him like 5 minutes of like very little heat on 9/11, like him and the Wayne Costa guy, and he literally said, "My presentation debunks your photos." Anyways, so I'll be making an epic, absolutely epic trailer, and you'll hear Gage saying, "I haven't really looked up planes evidence like over and over again. I have it in my mind already."
I think my presentation debunks your photos. I think my presentation debunks your photos.
I think my presentation debunks your photos.
I think my presentation
Yeah, flat Earth works in abstract systems, and even then, only quasi. Yeah, but it's more about like we're trapped in a dome, whatever. It's not actually. There's no. It's just speculative or like, what's it called? Subjective things. Anything that fits. Moon landing fake. Earth is flat. Yeah, maybe focus on the 8,000 pederast inbreds controlling our planet instead. These people are willing to do anything. Mayhem is their currency, and we are their dogs. Yeah, definitely. That is pretty epic. But the thing is, and then they, yeah, you also have to like, always make sure that, like, especially when you're researching viral things, like 9/11, it is viral in the sense that everybody thinks it's an inside job or not, but like it's framed such a way that's super bad. It's similar with moon landing. Moon landing I think is just a big event that actually happened, and then but the other take I have is that it was like if they're gonna go to it, they're not gonna mess up and not go. They'll go even if they have to use anti-gravity tech to like basically they make sure that event took place at that time, so on. So yeah, they might have had like some tech around it, but going there I don't think is even an issue. So for example, if you search moon landing conspiracy, it's like there's literally a million of them saying they didn't go to the moon and so on. And, okay, wait. So Bart Sibrel, this guy, how is he on? How is Bart Sibrel on this guy's channel? He's on Patrick Bet-David. I didn't even know. Wait, let's go back here. Okay, we just solved the nugget.
My guest today is Bart Sibrel, and
oh, yeah, Bart Sibrel is again the biggest clown show. It's like when I had that interview, man, it was just I was like, this guy's not a serious person at all, and he repeats the same thing he's been repeating like for 10 years, and yeah, okay, regarding the 9/11 predictive programming as well, it goes to show how much time, money, and power these people have. They're literally bored. LMF. Yeah. I think there is some predictive programming. I think it's 50-50. I think it's 50% like on purpose and 50% not, because 50% is just the way reality works. Because like I've had predictive programming of 9/11 in my own life, like me and my brother, like every day for like when growing up for like 10 years straight, we would look at the clock 9:11, and anytime we see it, when we pointed out, hey, look, it's 9:11. And my favorite car growing up was a Porsche 911. So here's my favorite car. Porsche 911. It's literally a Porsche 911. I cannot believe this had to be my favorite car growing up. Yeah, this Porsche 911 one, the red one. Yeah, yeah, the red Porsche 911. Yeah, it's the red Porsche 911. That's my favorite car growing up, and this one right here. So it's like I don't understand why is it called 911. 1967? No way. Wait up, 1967. What year was it? What year was this? No, well, okay, introduced in September 1964. Okay, but then in 1967 one. Okay, that was interesting. Okay, so just like literally 2 years before 9/11, like I mean WTC started. Okay. Okay, every one of them uses. Okay, and also Patrick Bet-David, he had Tony Hawk on the show. Yeah, he had Tony Hawk and Kobe Bryant. How does he have these? And how does he have the absolute clown show Bart Sobral in there? I'll just summarize right here. It's just so bad. It's just so bad. Okay, to give you an idea how like when some people in the I was getting attacked by people on my thing here. Yeah, but some of those are creepy. So accurate, it's creepy. Obviously done on purpose, but obviously some of it's random. No, I know, but what I'm trying to say is reality itself isn't random. I'll type it as well. Reality itself isn't random. I probably sound scared. No, I understand. What I'm trying to say is reality itself isn't. So the bigger the event, you're gonna have things that literally appear for absolute no reason. Like so basically, in my view of reality is that the bigger the event, it ripples across time, like before history, past and future. So if a big event happens, let's say in like 10 years, like World War III, or World War III, in my opinion, will happen. The details of it, the entire event, will spread out in forward and backward in time, such that people just let's say they're going to make a movie, they randomly get like a lot of the accuracy of what of that big event, because it's such a big event that it ripples across like all of time. So you can actually basically you can predict the future by seeing the present and how much like synchronicity is being occurring. Let's say in movies. That's where I predicted the Trump fake assassination. It's a big event, and there's so much things like pointing to it. So that's the thing. It's like, can you use it to predict things in the future? And that's my view of reality. Was pretty much like solidified when Trump fake assassination. Everybody's saying, "Hey, you called it." Anyways, going back into the fake moon landing quickly. Yeah, World War III before GTA 6. Yeah, definitely. World War III before GTA 6. Or at the same time. And another thing about predictive programming about World War III. So WWF changed their name to WWE. All right. What is the E? The E is an upside down. I'll type it right here. WWF to WWE, and then E is just a reverse 3 equals WW3. So it's like that's another predictive programming, and also WW dot. So you guys all seen the WW 666 thingy. So this is in Hebrew. It's like the 6th letter WW. So we have vav 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 is a 6. Yeah, this one right here. Vav vav vav. It's either VVV or WW. Yeah, basically it's like the W there, WNV, and it's 666. And then the letter the F is the 6th letter. So WWF is again there's a bunch of Freemasonic mumbo jumbo. So F is a 6th letter. Let's go right here. Actually, what letter is F? I mean, F is the 6th letter of the alphabet. So we have WWF with 666, and now it's WWE, which E is just an upside down W, so 666. And also the Panda logo, we all know what Panda eyes. Oh yeah, that's like that's some pedo stuff, and it's also black and white. It's also duality mumbo jumbo. If you ever went down there, I've heard about that. Yeah, it's something I still don't want to know. And then going back to the letter F, and then also Facebook. Facebook is just an F, so it's like number 6. For some reason, it's always at number 6. Anyways, let's try to stay focused on here quickly. I just wanted to quickly show you guys just a few things why it was so hard to do the the Bart Sabrella interview, just like because I invited him before, and I'd be nice, and he wasn't even in the country. He actually told me don't tell him where he was, don't tell anybody, but he was in the Philippines. He's like tell him I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. So here's another one here. This guy right here, I'll show you. I was like attacked. All right, I was getting attacked for absolutely no reason. This guy right here. This guy says, once you watch the NASA footage of the actronauts faking the video, showing them halfway through the halfway there, that is it for me. Forget shadows or no crater under the lander. They faked it all. Then you research the Van Allen radiation belt and it all becomes clear. Look at Bart's great videos and book, and you can only come to one real conclusion. Right here. And then don't forget that they murdered Apollo 1 crew in the cover-up. That's another thing. The Apollo, I think that's a ritual sacrifice, if they actually died. Apollo 1 crew in the cover-up of the missions. R.I.P. Virgil Grissom, Edward H. White 2, and then Roger Chaffee. Also, in this live stream, we need to listen to Bart. Von Braun was a master of rockets. Von Braun is just some Nazi guy. That also predicts Elon will take us to Mars. And knew that the maths involves the magic just easily see stuff. Anyways, look at his gravestone. It was Psalm 19:1. That's 9:11. On it referencing the verse, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament sheweth their handiwork." So he's basically saying it's flat Earth or something. Probably a bot. No, but this guy was on my. I think he was on chat many times. Anyways, so he says. So I replied. I said the footage shows the Earth at a distance, not at Leo or a cutout. You have to be delusional to think that the footage was being faked in any way. This should be obvious. Hurricane Bernice can be seen in that too. I was surprised Bart didn't break character when he said it was a cutout image. Okay, and then this is the other part. He says a cutout image. This guy says again, again are missing the point Bart made. They were filming from the back of the capsule, thus making the window to reduce the Earth size. Then they had a cutout for the fake Terminator line. When they take away the window covers, it clearly shows the Earth outside the window, bright and white, and there, this shows you haven't watched a real video. I purchased a DVD, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon, years ago, and it was 48 minutes of information, great video to watch. You have lost my viewing moving forward. If you can't watch Bart's video or read his book, then you have no right to argue against him. It's like 9/11 arguing against Dr. Judy Wood whilst not reading her book. That's just bad and lazy preparation for a show. Anyways, the show, first of all, he never replied. So it was in April, and then he never replied ever. Until like the week last week, so it's like he didn't let me prepare. Anyways, and then going further, I said again, what are you talking about? Bart doesn't even have a consistent claim. He is saying the entire Earth is just a cutout image printed either on board or before they even flew into space, and I literally have it in email. There's nothing special in the footage Bart showed, and you have to be delusional to believe that his spliced video from 3 broadcasts provide anything interesting. And I'll show you that in a bit right here. Actually, I will put this right here. Edit. Just to illustrate how like it's so absurd, it's ridiculous. Like I'm gonna go whoops, why? Oh, you can't even do that. I'm gonna go Bart. So if you search Bart, right here. Okay, this is the Bart one. Yeah, so Bart Sabrella also included this guy. Other people told me to look at. He included Jara White in the email exchange about Hurricane Bernice popping up in the NASA video and photograph, and they are debating whether the Apollo crew was printing out images of the Earth on the board the space shuttle, or if they had predicted the weather forecast in advance and had Earth cutouts already made. So in other words, the low Earth orbit thingy with the Earth is out there. That's just that's not even the claim that he's saying right now. He says, I believe that 130,000 mile outage is dated this, so they prove that they faked the photo from days earlier. Anyways, they're talking about then Jahar White. He's like he's more detailed disinfo agent. He's an absolute clown show. He sent me some other stuff. I'll reply later. He says right here. So he says comparison between cloud patterns seen in Apollo imagery and weather satellites are often brought up as evidence for Apollo. Yeah, those are, in my opinion, that's smoking gun. They went there. To which I argue that meteorologists use satellite data of cloud patterns tracked over several days to predict the formation of clouds in advance. I have a video on that regarding Matthew's findings. The telecast lack clarity, so the finer details of clouds come out rather blurred. The basic cloud shapes are inferable, but the finer details are missing. Hasselblad images being shot on film need to be developed prior to viewing, which would only be possible after splashdown. Obviously, after splashdown, it would be much easier to fake after the fact, given all the satellite imagery being readily available. Given that the satellite image and the Apollo 11 image are supposed to have been shot 24 hours apart, according to that paper. No, that paper, again, that's a fake paper. That was the actual image. Anyways, Yeah, basically he was saying that they were faking, they were predicting the weather and then having a bunch of these prints for every single day already on it. And Bart's saying that no, he thought maybe they had a printer on board, and they're printing. What are they? So he literally thinks that they're printing the Earth. Going back here, and then they keep debating, and then he says right here. He says they were using a July 16 picture on over the circular window on July 17. Anyways, he says to use transparencies derived from actual satellite photos, the Apollo astronauts would need a printer on board a spacecraft. And then this guy says, I know he keeps going. Unless NASA secretly installed a printer somewhere aboard the spacecraft, I'm inclined to favor that the transparencies used for the telecast were derived in advance from predicted cloud patterns. As I explained in the second video I sent you, forecasters use days worth of satellite images to determine cloud velocity and vectors. All right. Christoph says, Heidi, MES, I failed to see why you would feel attacked by comments showing. Play the world's smallest violin. Yeah. Anyways, well, in my opinion, if someone's threatening not to watch the channel, like it's just, in my opinion, again, it's an attack on me as a character. He's saying, I didn't read his book, whatever. I'm like, his book is literally every sentence is just an absolute nonsense. So it's like, anyways, going back here, and again, what is all these people saying attacked? I literally don't care what, like, why do you think me saying attacked? Well, why do you think me saying attacked is anything violent or anything? It's just how I talk. It's just how I talk. And also, hello Mathman. Larry's on there. Hello Mathman. Epic stuff. And again, when I say attacked, I'm saying it's like literally if someone the way he's saying it, he hasn't provided a single piece of evidence, and he's ignoring my message. Is saying that this whole thingy that they're looking at clearly show the Earth outside the. He's saying that they use the window to reduce Earth size. That's fake. So he hasn't even Bart Sibrel hasn't even retracted this in his documentary. So this person's saying, hey, that's what he says. No, I'm saying Bart Sibrel says it was an actual printout of the Earth placed over the window. That's what he's saying. So in other words, this video is a complete garbage. Okay, it's a complete garbage. And also, and I'll put a link to this one here. So what I'm trying to say is basically, I feel attacked, as a human, if anyone brings up Bart Sibrel's evidence as moon landing fake. Like, I feel literally bad to be called a human. Like the same as that's what I mean by attack. I take it personally. I take this information personally. So that it's an absolute like trash. Like it's just disgusting garbage. Anyways, I'm gonna go back into thingy. Anyways, so just be careful when you say. So anyways, Jason was showing himself like a complete fool. Anyways, I take this seriously. I'm not like other truther people would say stuff without actual proof. So, poor understanding of language. Yeah. So anyways, going back here, and I'm gonna put a link to this one here. So again, you literally need to be deluded, like delusional, to think that the 3 broadcasts where Bart Sibrel supplies. So here's Bart Sibrel. He supplies 3 together, and everything he's saying about it is lies as well. Go back here.
And finally, the element that seals their
this part right
contains
here.
the
Let's go back here.
not as to not.
Okay, Christoph says, so what? He wanted to watch you anymore. He's not calling you names. Anyways, so what? I don't care about that. I'm saying the word attack is just it's just a like I just said it. There's nothing. You don't need to ever discuss that word attack. Like this thing right here, saying you should play the world's smallest violin. I don't feel like like an actual victim. I'm just saying his comment is a disgrace to humanity. Anyways, keep going further. Let's go play this.
Not cause any reflected light to.
Okay. So
it is not.
So I go back here.
Walls of the spacecraft.
So this was the first broadcast, and then they spliced over this other one, the third one. This is the third one. And let's see what they do.
Intended to air after review.
And this was actually aired live.
Neil Armstrong, by if they were the
Earth and it's filled up with the TV camera.
Be able to
invisible just off.
How the astronaut operating the camera and the scene was being changed to that of an interior of the astronauts at work, and apparently the stop button popped back up on the recorder without notice. Here is the diffused work light that they used to see camera controls, but not throw light onto the spacecraft's wall. Here they remove part of the crescent insert.
No, they don't. They're just walking in front of it. Like nothing's being moved off.
Finally, the iris is opened up, and you can see the real location of the camera and the very bright and near Earth out the window.
Okay, so he's saying near Earth, but now he's saying it's a cutout image. So again, it's like, and the person hasn't replied to me. So it's like, accept that it's, and now, so that was the 8 minutes with the music background with that narrator talking as if it's like anything serious. Here's the 18 minutes of this one. Here's the first one.
Okay.
You can watch 18 minutes of it. Nothing's happening. And the clouds are actually moving, and I'll prove that in another post. So, and here's, I think, Neil Armstrong sleeping. There's actually a video of him. There's him sleeping, upside down. So you can watch 18 minutes, nothing's happening. You go right here. I'll make it play bigger. I'm going to go right here. Here's 3 unedited broadcasts. So, here's the 3 broadcasts. Here's the second one. No, here's the first one. And then you can see the full thing. They're all there. It's like nobody's hiding anything. Here's raw footage. Now here is the second one. The second one, they don't use this one in there much. And this is about, I think, I'm going to tell you the time here. 30 GET. This is 30 hours after a liftoff.
These horizontal band.
Okay, there's the Earth again. And now here's the one that they use. So they used the first one, and they spliced it over with the third one for some reason. Okay, Tammy, another reason why I like watch you, I cannot stand people who are profiting off lies, knowing they're lying dirtbags. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, again, like anybody that's using Bart Sabrell, like his funny thing happened in a way as evidence of moon landing fakery. If that comment is literally on my channel, I'm getting attacked. That's the thing. Again, going back to that word attack. That's literally what I mean. I'm not saying he's saying something bad words to me. I'm saying him believing that garbage, and then posting on my channel, and then bringing up the word Dr. Judy Wood in the same statement as Bart Sabrell is an absolute like disgrace to humanity. Okay, that's an attack on me. It's an attack on you, Christoph. Okay, it's an attack on everyone here. It's okay. It's like an attack on my well-being. Like it's absolutely disgusting. Like, anyways, let's play here. So I take it very, 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 very seriously. That's why I do this. I'm not just doing this for fun. I do this because it's very, very, very important. And anyway, so here's the full thing. You can watch a full 35-minute one. Nothing's happening. They talk about it. Nothing. There's no like secret whatever. There's him zooming out. All right, and then there's the they're moving the cutout or the Terminator line. What are they doing? They're doing nothing. Okay. There's literally nothing happening. And depending on where the light was, you're gonna have a lot of light depending on the exposure.
I think my comments there. Neil, get my help. And is up. There's a little more up right now, Danny. He's got like a head.
Actually,
in a lower part of
So again, you can watch the full thing there, and then I got a comment here from Stephen F. Says that here's some ABC News coverage that shows some of it. I know he was asking, is it established that they were broadcast at time outside of the NASA, even in part, or were they officially broadcast recordings captured by NASA and later released to the public? Do we have contemporaneous excerpt on U.S. network television? Yeah, so here's one of them. Here's ABC.
All right, we now have a picture from Apollo 11, so let's go.
And that documentary says that there was only like 30 seconds shown. They only show much more than 30 seconds.
To Houston for the conversation.
So here's one of them.
Spacecraft
this is ABC News.
And we'll see these pictures. There's the Earth.
Okay, so we already passed 30 seconds. I'll go back here. I just wanted to illustrate. It's so garbage. It's like, so let's see the 30 seconds part. I'm gonna go to the funny thing. Okay, funny thing.
And finally, the element that seals their fate. Of all the footage of Apollo 11 requested from NASA over a 5-year period, one gem was discovered just before the completion of this documentary. An old reel received by mistake. It contains the raw or unedited footage of the crew of Apollo 11, Michael Collins, Edwin Aldrin Jr., and Neil Armstrong, staging part of their mission for nearly an hour in living color, with exceptionally clear behind-the-scenes audio of conversations discussing the techniques used to achieve
behind the scenes. You can literally hear the whole raw thing. Nothing happens.
a disingenuous picture depicting the Earth.
Leo's a scam argument. No, I understand. It's like you have to about somebody's space or set with reconstructed Earths from. No, it's literally space. Okay, and the Earth's moving. The Earth's rotating.
At a distance, in order to falsely demonstrate their far journey from it, and their ability to survive passing through the Van Allen radiation.
But anyways, what I'm trying to do is like baby steps. Whether even if they faked it, Bart Sabrell's a liar. He's Richard Gage then. Like,
Radiation belts. It cannot be misconstrued that this staging was done for some other reason prior to the mission, for the reel itself is slated
I just want to go to the
and
second.
dated.
How many seconds does he? I just want to basically every single sentence you need to be able to validate, especially if the person's a liar. Show evidence of Earth rotating. Yeah, I'll show that soon. I played that other one there. So here is this one here. So this is let's go evident. Let's go right here. Slated, dated, seconds. Okay, yeah, this is right here. Listen here.
And their ability to survive passing through the Van Allen radiation belts. Understand, too, that only about 20 seconds of this raw footage was ever broadcast to the public.
So only 20 seconds was ever broadcast to the public. I randomly Googled, hey, let's go find the Apollo one, like live coverage when they're halfway to the moon, and I found there's 10 minutes. So that video says 20 seconds. Okay, let's go from the beginning. And I'll show you Earth rotating too.
Picture from Apollo 11, so let's go to...
Yes, the images change over time. They do change in real time. No, but I'm saying it's rotating. They're showing footage of the Earth for 10 minutes. Does it change in that time? Yeah. It changes slightly, but there's a 30-minute one. Or does there need to be a cut before the Earth changes? Anyways, what I'm trying to say is you're just adding more and more complexity. It's very, very simple. Here's
Houston for the conversation.
So, funny thing says 20 seconds happen on the way, and then the person saying, hey, why don't you read the book? I'm like, first of all, he surprised me with 1 week, and second of all, his book's trash. Anyways.
The spacecraft and Houston, and we'll see these pictures. There's the Earth.
The Earth from 130,000 nautical, or about 149,000 statute miles.
Yeah, so Tammy says, why would anyone want to leave a heritage as a liar disgrace to humanity? Definitely an attack on a real being by assisting those that want dead. Well, yeah, definitely. Well, again, it's probably Freemason, probably blackmail, etc. I think one of the most telling things in the live stream with Bart Sabrell, when I said that all the astronauts are like, well, most of them are Freemasons, and he says there's nothing free about them, they're expensive. I'm like, okay, he knows that it's expensive to be a Freemason. You have to pay a lot, so he knows he might be paying a lot.
We see it at our left-hand window.
Okay, so we already passed 20 seconds.
More than a half Earth.
So we passed 20 seconds, and this is ABC News, July 16th, 1969. So we have a date on the video, 1969. And the other guy's saying it's July 18th. I'm like, no, it's literally, this is July 16th, and this is the day of the hurricane, Bernice, when it was exactly like it. It's July 16th. That's the actual ABC confirmation. So, and there's the NASA controls. And they're showing the part. I think that's the part where Bart Sabrell is saying he's low Earth orbit. They're cutting out the stuff. Nonsense. I think that's the part over there. It's showing to all of NASA there.
So we're saying,
Okay, and then there's them inside. So they show the Earth. There's the Collins guy. So we have already 10x, 20x there thing. Is Earth getting smaller in the footage as time goes on? Yeah, it's a bit further out. You'll see the early ones are closer, and then it's further out. So it's getting further out. Well, it's getting further out in the later broadcast because they're further out. They're literally 130,000 miles away. The first one's like 60,000 or something. Okay, so and then there's a bit more here. So we have 15 minutes of footage from the.
That's their little emergency.
And that's them talking literally, and there's them floating as well, floating a spoon, so there's not string on it. Okay, so they're in space. This is again, that's a confirmation.
Unexplored.
I mean, in real time. There might be another Hurricane Aaron on December 13th. I got epic stuff. Anyways, so we have Apollo 11. Literally there. 15 minutes. So it's not 20 seconds. Again, go back to it. It's just like every sentence is just lying.
The illusion they are attempting to create is the Earth at a distance through the Van Allen radiation belts. Understand, too, that only about 20 seconds of this raw footage was ever broadcast to the public.
Anyways, Steven F says you have to watch for cuts. No, I'm saying you have to watch for cuts. I really don't care. Okay, so it's like Hurricane Bernice showing up there. If they can fake Hurricane Bernice being there, I'm gonna tip my hat off. I'm like, all right, guys, you guys win. All of reality is an illusion. If they can fake Hurricane Bernice, I really don't care. That's next level. That's absolutely mind-boggling. Okay, and again, Bart Sobrell is literally on Patrick Bet-David, like the biggest. Whoops, going back. Oh, where's the ABC News coverage? This one here. So, anyways, what I'm trying to say is, guys, please help your boy out. I'm gonna go summarize. Let's see if this works. Summarize this, and okay, and we have 31 minutes. We talked about the plane going through steel. I'll do that in a bit. Okay, so anyways, and then the last part is the shadows one is literally the stupidest thing. I'm like, the shadows part, the similarity between ESS and the video footage and the 7 should have to be taken at the same time or use same satellite source. It's not different dates; they're the same dates. They're both July 16th. The one that's saying slated later, that's fake. It literally is in the news coverage, and they say 10 GET. So this one right here. Here's the 3 unedited broadcast, and it says in the video. So here's the beginning of this. This is the first one, and this is shown. And this show on it. Oh, the other one. Okay, it shows on this one here. I'm gonna go back here. Broadcast. It's whoops. This is truth. Why is it doing this? Just freaking go back. It's chat. Okay. Oh no, here. Broadcast. So anyways, so it's on the July 16th. That video is on July 16th. The same day as Bernice, as confirmed by ABC News. And also, this is the full and in the transmission, this one here, the other one cuts it out. This one says 1032. We cannot use the video as a zoom lens for calculating distance from the Earth. No, you can do that. I'm saying I'm not doing that. I'm not bothering with that. I'm like, I'm already sold that they're going there. Like, you need to do something extraordinary. Anyways, going back here, it's like just nothing's showing. Okay, of the planes hitting the building. We'll get to that. I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, I'll do that. I just want to go quickly. The last part, and then yes, over here it says 1032 GET. Yes, Grok. Okay, what is 1032 GT mean for Apollo 11? Okay, so I agree Dr. Goodwood is in league of her own substance of blame, like you're a good soul. I didn't read your guest book. I'm sure you'll agree. If you had, you could have taken him. No, but I'm saying every sentence was disinfo. He also pushes A 9/11 truth in his book, and I'm not, and I don't want to, and I couldn't find an online one. I don't want to pay for an absolute liar. Like, I know he's a liar. I'm not gonna go pay for him. I'm trying to say his book. He hasn't provided anything else special about his bock, and he has multiple books. He also has one about going to Planet X. I'm like, am I gonna go buy his book about interdimensional aliens gonna come show up? Like the guy's a clown. I'm not gonna buy his book or Richard Gage's book. Anyways, the term 1032 GET in the context of the Apollo 11 refers to ground elapsed time, which is time elapsed since the space shuttle's craft's launch. So July 16th, 9:32 a.m. So 1032 is literally on the same day. 1032 GET, so 10 hours after this. So basically 19 hours. That's gonna be 7 o'clock. So that's 7 p.m. July 16th, at the same time as roughly the same time as the Hurricane Bernice. So it's the same day. Nothing's special about it. All right, and then going back further, and again, when you say the book, Bart Sobrell's book, and I cannot believe Andrew Johnson actually like supports this guy. Again, he was born Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and then he also says that Building 7, blah blah blah, and then he you can see it's summarized right here. He searched up Andrew Johnson. They bring up architects, engineers to sign a petition for basically, and he's saying it proves beyond a doubt that the explosive demolitions were used, and he promotes now A 9/11 truth. So it's like what more do you want? It's like, I don't know. It's like, go read his book about learning what thermite explosives. It's like, please don't ever And he brought that because I brought this up that he's Wright brothers first place. Like, oh wow, you read the book? I'm like, no, that's actually a screenshot. Like, I'm not reading a book. Anyways, this says read his book. Please don't read his book. Just don't read it. Anyways, Shadows Bart. So this is one where I could not take him seriously at all when he said that. So he literally has a video that he showcases here. Bart Sabrell said, so he has a video that says moon fraud in 3 minutes, and he blocks comments because it's like the biggest nonsense ever. I'll quickly show the Earth rotating as well. The Mason thing and the Planet X were bad, but supporting 89 on the truth. Yeah, super bad. Yeah, the whole thing is just. They are too close to Earth to be only 10 hours away. Again, Stephen F is always going to these details. No, they're not too close to the Earth. They're zooming in. They're not close. Okay, anyways. This is yeah. So he's saying that this is impossible on this photo here. He's saying it's right angles and so on. First of all, they're not right angles. So in the live stream, Bart Sabrell said the shadows on the moon are at an impossible 90 degrees from each other. And first of all, the arrows he draws are not fully accurate as the shadows follow along the terrain, all converging towards each other due to the perspective and are not at 90 degrees. The full NASA photo shows this much more clearly. The shadows at the center indicate that the astronaut is above a crater, and the rock in front is protruding quite a bit. So I stood on a stepladder and added a toy car to mimic the Apollo photo, and it matches perfectly. Note that the shadows are exactly as how I visually saw them, and the camera did not change them in any way. Now the question remains, are we living in a giant Hollywood studio? So again, when someone says read their book, when he posts it, obviously this is his photo. So this photo right here. This is the, notice he's saying that this is parallel, always parallel, but they're actually converging. And this one is right angles. First of all, they're not right angles. Here's in red where I corrected. So the shadows actually follow the terrain. They follow it like that, and they actually are converging. And if you draw in red, there's converging on everywhere. From this side it's going inwards, this side's going this way, and it's not 90 degrees. This one's going to, they're all pointing towards the same spot. And now here's the full photo. The full photo shows them all, and also it's underneath the crater because of this shadow. This shadow is like literally there's a shadow on that. That means this is lower than this one, right? And then going further, and now here I took this photo, just with the sun, and also look how black these lines are. Look how with the sun alone, you're gonna see a bunch of this shadow's not as dark as this one. So you need a super bright source. You're not gonna copy this one outside. So you need some sort of mechanism to make it like this. Anyways, that's pitch black. And now look, it's literally the same exact look. There's exactly the same quote 90 degrees. Match them up exactly perfectly. Exactly the same photo. Okay, so it's like, and he's saying it's impossible, blah blah blah. And that's just a toy truck, and then just me going outside for one day and just checking out how to do exactly what he did. So again, when he said that this is impossible, this proves moon landing fake, etc. It's not a serious thing. So if someone brings that up, it's not serious. And he says they're again 10 hours into the mission. Well, they're going like 20,000 miles an hour. Okay, how fast was Apollo 11 going once they pushed out of Run Grok. I don't know. So they're going 24,000 miles per hour. I gotta read one for it. So after the trans-lunar injection burn, so once they get out of the, so to get out of low Earth orbit, they perform the trans-lunar injection burns. They're going 24,000 miles per hour. So I don't know what you mean. All right, so they're going 25,000 miles an hour, and they're going in a big giant ellipse. So you're gonna be less than, yeah. So times by 10 hours, 240,000 miles. And then you use trigonometry. It's gonna be around 160-ish. The sides of the Earth on the still photos can act as a distance measure, the official distance. Anyways, yeah, you could do that. What I'm trying to say is you could do that, and I'll be extremely surprised if there's anything different than what we'd expect. It's like again, you can do it on your own and let me know how that goes. But also, again, you have to be able to say Bart Sabrell's a liar, and he's at worst, no, at best he's a Richard Gage. At worst he's a one of those Flat Earth Dave guys, like Flat Earth peeps. So going back further. Okay, there's an last thing I was gonna do. Okay, you want to show the moon, show that the clouds are different. So here's the. I'll show you the clouds are actually rotating. And then we'll get back into the show quickly. We have 20 minutes. We still haven't gone through much about the plain steel stuff. We'll go through that. I've covered that before. Bart Sproul's not telling the truth. Yeah, definitely. He's also, I think he's a Freemason. And he's also in the Philippines. So that's interesting. He says don't tell anybody where he was. He wants to keep it low key for some reason. All right, I'm gonna click on Apollo frames. I have made this GIF right here. Okay, so here's I was gonna do this yesterday, but I had soccer. I didn't have time. Okay, this is opening up right now. I don't know what's taking so long. Okay, there it is. It's opening up. So Earth rotation check. This is the best one is the third broadcast. This is 33 GET. Yes, 33. That's on July 17th. Tiring seeing you spend time on weak arguments, but has been useful for me as Bart was gateway drug. No, but again, every argument you've ever showed as well, Stephen, was turned out to be just nonsense. sorry about that. It's just so like what I mean is provide your strongest one. Like for 9/11, someone tells me provide the strongest one. I show the exterior lobby columns. Like what's your actual go-to one where you can hang your hat on, and also ask why is every single one that says moon landing is fake. Almost every single one gets 9/11 wrong. Okay, so here is this is from 2 minutes 35 seconds of the 35-minute third broadcast. This is the one that has the quote cut out nonsense that Bart Sabrell's talking about. All right, so here is this one is at that, and now this is 30 minutes later, 32 minutes later. I took these screenshots, same one. You can see there's the screenshots. I downloaded these 33:59. So we're gonna do a quick check right here. And I was gonna make an edit and so on there later. So here is this one. This is later. I'll make this a bit bigger so it matches up. Okay, there's that. And then you tell me if it's rotating. Okay. So this clouds do not match that, so that there is some motion. And you can see, yeah, this one here has more that, so it's rotating to the right. So I will put this on top. Actually, I'll make the opacity less. I'll put this, oh, whoops, the other opacity is higher. Okay, this one here. Okay, this opacity, I'm going to make this less. I'll put this over top. Okay, now let's see what happens. Yeah, so you can see rotate. It's literally rotating. Can you guys see that? This is in the same video. It's rotating, okay? So even if you're saying there's cuts and then they're somehow cutting it and somehow doing some nonsense. So there's Earth is literally turning. And it's turning a lot too. You can see a whole lot of turning there. So there's the cloud right here. Notice this spot right here. I'll put a dot right there. Annotations. Put a dot. So again, it's kind of what I mean. It's like if they're faking this, I gotta tip my hat off. They win. Whatever. Basically, what I'm starting to say is, if they can fake this in 1969, they can do anything. This is like 9/11 do. If they can fake this, this is literally 9/11 do. This is bigger than 9/11 do. It's like this is absolutely remarkable how they can fake it. So you gotta tip your hat off. They win. Okay, where did it go? This one here. Whoops, not that one. And okay, there's opacity. Okay, here's the original. Oh, I gotta make the other one not so opaque. That's the thing I was doing wrong. Okay, this one is 100%. This one is yeah, there it is. You can see it rotating. You can see it rotating. Yeah, I don't even need to show anything. Oh, there's rotating. It's literally rotating. All right, so that's what I mean. If they're faking this, you guys, I'll put this one right here. Put this dot as this cloud. And where does the other cloud go? And then I'll put another one as the after one. Yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna go quickly as opaque. Whoops. Okay, opaque 0. Whoops. Why am I doing the wrong? Okay, this one opaque 100%. There it is. It's rotating. It's rotating quite a bit too. Holy. When you take video of the sun, you don't notice it moving either. Well, no. Well, the sun is super far away. The sun is the same size everywhere. The thing is, you're moving away from Earth. It's different. And you're moving away from Earth in like a big relative distance. Was there a cut between the photos? Either way, they're eminently achievable special effects satellite photos. Anyways, you can go believe that, Stephen F. Again, you can do it whatever you want. This is it's rotating. It's literally rotating. Again, I don't know what more what more do you guys want. Don't save. I'll do that later. So again, it's like it's just too much. Like, just give it up, guys. Again, this guy's a liar, and he's on Patrick Bet-David, and this photo as well is literally on Popular Mechanics. And then they said that the only way that they can include that photo is, and Bart Sabrell says you have to include his full thing unedited. He says right here, before agreeing to our interview, Bart Sabrell requested that we give him the opportunity to present his case to our readers. Below are two photos provided Sabrell an explanation from him as to why they proves his theories. The opinions expressed by Sabrell are his alone and do not reflect opinions or views of Public Mechanics because of obviously. So they had to literally put his unedited like thingy there. Nonsense. There, and then this one here is multiple life stories. This is a fake thingy here. This is a web archive. Anyways, okay, so we have 14 minutes. We need to cover some other stuff there. Okay, this is showing anyway. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, so they put nonsense in there. They had to put his unedited response there. Okay, and then lastly, you wanted to see if there's any cuts or whatever. This is the broadcast. Is it Bob Greener, a specialist in this field? Yeah, I'm not sure, but Bart Sabrell, I mean, Bob Greener, well, possibly, but he got the obvious teleportation video fakery wrong, so it's like, so like, what do you guys want from me? Like, so basically, yeah, that's biggest. Yeah. Going back here, this is the 35-minute one, and then I'm gonna go washroom, and then we're gonna do full-on planes, and no distraction, guys. Please, nobody ask me anything. So here's the full thingy. This is the full thing. You can go see if you want to see cuts or whatever. I don't know. There might be cuts, might be not. It doesn't mean anything. It just means words. Okay, so here's the full thingy. There's them looking at it, and again, it matches very similar, but not identical to the original other one. And what I'll do is I'll compare the Earth versus the 20 hours ago. This is 33, the other one was 10, so 23 hours ago, or 24. Okay, then there's them, and then they go through like that, and it shows, I think it shows, this one right here also
You guys have a no.
This is the one with the
we have
thingy there.
Forgot to give.
I quit listening to Patrick Bet-David about 8 years ago. Yeah, so again, he speaks my language for some reason. About 8 years ago. Okay, yeah, I've only heard about him now, and again, my view is like, yeah, get 9/11 right, but he talked about Judy Wood for some reason. Okay, anyways, and then lastly here, this one here. So again, going about the but this is one he doesn't show, and then he also said this is like a fake image of the Earth there. It's like, I don't understand. Everything is just like, it's like hand waving away. It's just fake. He's saying, and this is the other side of the Earth because it's I think it's the other side. Actually, well, it's just I think it's just further up. It's harder. Look forward to analyzing this footage. Yeah, you definitely analyze it. And again, what I'm trying to say is like, go one step at a time. It's like if you ever play the mine what is that called? There's like the game on like old PCs, where there's like it's like you click on an area and it shows you what's a landmine and what's not. So Bart Sabrell's a landmine. Okay, so once you realize he's lying. All right, and then that you establish that he's a liar, and then you have to make sure everybody else gets it on the same page. So if you see another moon landing guy, make sure get him on record saying that Bart Sabrell's a liar. Like, get him to do that. Okay, that's the main thing. And then if he's not willing to do that, then it's like, okay, he wants to keep that alive, even though he's obviously Bart Sabrell's obviously lying. Yeah, I go back to here. Where's that part right here? Yeah, this part right here. Okay, here's them zooming out. There's them zooming out, and there's the window, and it's rectangular. The window's rectangular. That's the window. This is the second broadcast, and then there's no lower orbit. There it is. There it is. Okay, and now it's gone. It's like, I don't understand what. All right, there it is. It's gone. All right, there it is. There it is underneath there. It's like, what is going on here? What planet am I on? Okay, what planet am I on? Okay, we got Earth rotating. We got that. Anyways, I'm gonna go wash up, and we'll be back. And while I go wash up, I'm gonna play the best video of all time. Exactly. He gets some things wrong. I posted the math creates on Telegram. Okay, yeah, but we'll have to look at it. But where did you go on Telegram? Where did you post it though? I don't see you posting it here. Oh, this one right here. you do a video on these formulas. I need to review my ideologies on harmonics. Interesting. Okay, I'll play this one if we have some time. I'm gonna. Why is it just max some things on max? Just. Anyways, yeah, it's a short. So yeah, I had to look at this before. Just again, some of these are a bit out there. Probability, because I haven't done too much on probability. I've only done one course of probability. I might do it later in years. I mean later on other stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna go quickly. So repeal for reals. I just follow my calculus book. I don't actually do anything special. Is your RPG similar to yours? Yeah. Go back here quickly, and then we'll go back, and then we have. I'm gonna try to finish off the thingy. Patrick, bet. Yeah. So anyway, so he speaks Chaldean. Yeah. So Chaldean. Oh man, I don't see it. So apparently, Trump's lawyer it speaks my language. Is Iraqi Chaldean lawyer. That's his lawyer. And then Patrick Bet David. So apparently my Chaldean, my ancestry astronomers were responsible for the structure of the modern zodiac. So apparently, Assyria and Babylonia Chaldean was the first astronomers apparently. The 12-fold division of the zodiac was evidently by that. And then I think I'll put it on a personal one. I think Chaldean. Whoops. Yeah. So here's him talking about it. He speaks our language. Yeah, a refugee like 1 or 12 years of age. Yeah. I think he was like, and he talks about it being in Iran.
It's like, you know, it's the father, it's the Shah, the king, and the son has to go do all this different work. He spoke 7 different languages, the Shah. Smart guy. He could do interviews in literally 7 different languages. He comes in, he changes.
Christian. Assyrian and Armenian?
Assyrian and Armenian.
Okay. Very briefly, what is Assyrian?
Assyrian is Babylonian. They're the first Christians, first warriors. You know, them and Armenians always debate on who was the first Christian. If you read the Bible, you see Assyrians all the time. Aramaic, so I speak Aramaic. So Passion of the Christ.
You speak Aramaic?
I speak Aramaic.
Wow.
So in the movie Passion of the Christ,
Jesus,
we
bro.
understand what they were saying.
Wow. Nobody else.
Well, I mean, except for 7 of us, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, speaks my language is quite remarkable. I'm gonna whoops. I'll post this right here on Telegram. And this one here, and then we'll be back finishing off the other part. Summarize. All right. I'm gonna say yeah. Anyways, so that's summarized there. There's rough and no fan of probability of my father. Yeah. The probability it's been a while, but the question is also again what's the actual question? Just a bunch of yeah. I'll have to do I'll think about this one. I just need like something very either very important. Let the music there. Anyways, I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna go back and we'll play some quickly. We'll cover the all grounds. I'm gonna go gauge clown. Okay, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna go back.
Anybody's got
So you're gonna hear this a lot when I make the trailer.
any info,
you wanna watch it?
valuable info, proving that planes hit the towers. That could be helpful. I haven't had enough time to really prepare this well, so I could use some help. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Richard.
Anybody's got any info, valuable info, proving that planes hit the towers. That could be helpful. I haven't had enough time to really prepare this well, so I could use some help. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Richard.
Anybody's got any info, valuable info, proving that planes hit the towers. That could be helpful. I haven't had enough time to really prepare this well, so I could use some help. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Richard.
Anybody's got any info, valuable info, proving that planes hit the towers. That could be helpful. I haven't had enough time to really prepare this well, so I could use some help. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Richard.
Anybody's got any info, valuable info, proving that planes hit the towers. that could be helpful. I haven't had enough time to really prepare this well.
It's again mute. Okay, sorry again. I guess it's again muted. Okay, muted. I'm back on. I have to press it so hard on my thingy there. Okay, what I'm gonna start doing now. I'm not gonna press this button anymore. I'm gonna do this next time. I'm gonna click here. Next time, so I can at least see it. Yeah. So my bad, guys. I don't know why I have to press it so hard. Anyways, we're back. Let's go back to the thing I was showing about. So Simon Shack literally says that these are King Kong people. Doesn't understand perspective, and that's the same Simon Shack that was brought up earlier. Looks layered rather than part of the skyline. I'm not sure which ones you're talking about. Okay, it's good now. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay. Yeah, here's Simon Shack talking nonsense. He says it's all CGI. Anyways, when someone says everything's CGI, as on everything but the teleportation videos of the MH270. Again, this is perspective, makes things look bigger. And also Simon Shack. Where's Simon Shack? I'm gonna go to Simon Shack. Okay, so we're covering the planes, and yeah, we're over limit. We're gonna try to fast forward. So again, no distracting me with anything. If you have anything related to moon landing or anything else, just keep it for another day. I'm gonna go right here, Simon Shack. Literally, yeah, this right here, Simon Shack. 9/11 disinfo CGI disinfo agent Simon Shack just so happens to have a brother that was a race car driver sponsored by the Osama bin Laden family via the Saudi bin Laden group, the construction firm. So. Simon Shack, my bin Laden connection. What are the odds that a disinfo agent is connected to the Saudi bin Laden construction firm? His brother was a race car driver, former racing driver. Mario was sponsored by the Saudi construction firm for a couple races back in 1986. What are the odds that bin Laden? That's his brother. Okay, you cannot make this stuff up. And if you, yeah, if you can make this stuff up, I do not. So again, that's not random. That is straight up magic. I'm gonna post stuff right here. All right, the planes and videos. Okay, let's go back here. And let's go back to that video there now. Okay, now I'm gonna go dust out, nose out. So again, yeah. So I was saying is Jim Fetzer, he has to keep the nose out nonsense alive so that it keeps the CGI disinfo alive. So basically, since he's still pushing this nonsense, he's literally saying follow the trajectory of the image of the plane entering and proceeding at the same rate of velocity. Saying it's going same in and out same, or it's going same velocity as this thing. Again, it's just a dust explosion. There's nothing special about it. And I said it's just a random dust blast, and he's saying it's not random, and he's talking about some sort of microscopic mumbo jumbo, instantaneous mumbo jumbo. Anyways, it's literally the same as all the other sides. But the thing is, I think that there was some stuff planted there at that specific area, but or like maybe plane parts or whatnot, and like supposed to explode in that area, or just the explosion, because it goes near the corner, so it gets a higher pressure in the corner as opposed to the flat surface there. So it's like it's got an angle there. Anyways, and the other thing I wanted to find out is going right here. It's a bit shaky, so finding exactly where the plane is going. And so, and also notice here, this is part of going through seal. So notice the explosion is after it goes in, and also the wings disappearing. So it goes in, explodes, and yeah, and there's nothing. There's a pointy part there, but there's nothing special like relative to any other pointy part. But the thing is, that's the area probably the highest pressure, anyways. And also, there's a shadow there, so holograms don't have shadows apparently. Because I was looking at them, like if you look at a flame, it doesn't have a shadow. The spires, what needs investigating? Yeah, definitely. Okay, so now what I did was I traced it, and the key thing is I need to do like a double check with multiple different angles. Is the impact, does it line up where the explosion? There's a chance that it might actually be, the explosion might be a bit higher, or is it just perspective? So it goes in there. Yeah, I think it might be just perspective. So I kind of raised it, so the explosion's a bit higher. But anyways, there's a chance the explosion might be a bit higher than the actual input. And so notice the nose is way out. So the plane would have been way over here, or the fake plane. The wing disappears. Yeah, the wing disappears. This was the and then they're zooming in. So notice how it goes all the way through. And again, I traced exactly with using this as the just copy and paste. Make sure it's exactly the same space. So it's all there. So the thing is not a nose. So it's confirmed not a nose. That's like just irrefutable. It's not a nose. It's not a nose, and it goes there. So it would have been hit the other building. Doesn't line up. No, there's a chance it might line. It might be just perspective. All right, so it's a need to use multiple other setup there. So to see what I mean by lining up is here. Okay, so it goes like here, but it might be just perspective. It might be a bit, yeah. So I think it is just perspective. But what I mean is this footage alone, you cannot use it as proof of where. So notice how it goes through this line. Okay, and then there's exploding there. All right. Yeah, so this is a bit higher there. It could be perspective, because it looks like it was on this line underneath. But anyways, that's something to double check. But there is a chance, a non-zero chance, it might be out of sync. And then going further, there now we're talking about the other stuff. This one I want to post a video about it. This is Cybertruck. So now we're talking about can aluminum cut through steel, and this is one I'll show here. Steel car. Okay, so here is okay, here's a steel sled plowing going 500 miles an hour, slicing a car in two. And also, yeah, I'll see if it goes there. I don't know why it's not playing. Okay, so I'll have to open up on my personal Telegram. I mean this one right here. I'm gonna go click on steel car. Whoops, steel car. So here's a steel sled plowing through, and that's another part. Is when a plane going 580 miles an hour, it's the same thing as it's stationary and the building going that fast.
We're ready to launch. Tori, under the bunker with the rest of the team.
Okay, I'm gonna do this normal. I'll expand this out bigger. Let's just play it.
And a strange.
Notice the explosion right on impact. So there's a sled going 500.
This front engine vehicle. And a strange, eerie silence settles on the scene. The proverbial calm before the storm.
This is rocket-powered super plow versus front engine vehicle going at 500 miles an hour in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And 75,000 pounds of thrust.
I'm gonna meet this. So it cuts enough. I don't want to get copyright strike. So let's see how it goes slow motion. See the plow. So it cuts literally in half, including the engine. And this is a car is stronger than a plane. You have to realize that because it's not meant to fly, so it doesn't need to be lightweight or anything. Okay. So here is the steel plow. Let's see if the steel plow. So there it is, and there's the car completely sliced in half there. And it's still intact. It only explodes once it goes through the concrete. And then and there's that. And now if you go to do a comparison jet, I go to jet comparison. I'm gonna copy this, copy message link. Start posting these. Anyways, let's try to power up. We're over time right now. Is that moon landing stuff? Just annoying AF. Post this right here. Okay, so we got these two. This should be in front. This should be in the back. Oh, it's Ace Baker's talking. Okay, Ace Baker heard me calling him out. Oh, he's calling me out. Other faithful airplane believers. Why? Okay, so so Ace Baker, I thought he faked his death. What's going on here? Anyways, Ace Baker literally replied to me in the big chat, and I've trolled him a couple times saying, "Hey, why do you fake your own death?" Anyways, so Petrobras David is yeah, he's just a usual gatekeeper. So this is I'll say this for later. We'll have a look at this at another time there. So okay, so anyways, we got the plane cutting that's cutting through, but I want to show this part right here. Show you a bullet Cybertruck. Quickly show you this quickly. So here's a bullet Cybertruck bullet test. So these are an actual gun shooting like 1,000 miles an hour. How bulletproof is Cybertruck?
We've already tested shopping carts and we've tested door dings. Today we're going to get a chance to test the actual bullet performance. So when we first start...
Clear!
And this is like some strong metal right there. It's not going to use aluminum. And no steel.
So that's 9mm, but yeah, still no penetration, so looking good.
I've got a shotgun. Use a sniper kit. It doesn't go through.
This is a 12 gauge.
Now they use a sniper as like, or Or not, this other gun is pretty powerful. Oh, that's shooting that. That's shooting a normal truck. And yeah, so it basically, you can't puncture it with a bullet, with almost any bullet there. Yeah, so they're using pretty much, yeah, guns. And how fast does a Tommy gun shoot? 935 feet per second. Okay, so 935 feet per second. Let's go ask Grok quickly. How 580 mph to feet per second. So this is 851 feet per second. So this is faster than the plane, and it's using stronger metal and doesn't go through.
Clear.
Okay. Now Glock is 911. Notice that 9 millimeters, 11 feet, 1100 feet per second. So this is like, okay, what is 1100 feet? What is it no 11? Oh no, 11. My bad. I did an extra 1,000. All right, so now we got, so basically, again, these are very, very good comparisons. These are literally actually better comparisons. This is 750 miles an hour. A bullet going 750 miles an hour cannot penetrate a Cybertruck. All right. Okay, so now the question is, how thick of steel is a Cybertruck door? Is 1.8 millimeters thick, okay? And now the question is right here. This is a Glock 9 millimeter. I think that's what it is. Okay, I think that's what it means. 9 millimeters. How thick is a? I'm not a gun expert. It's a Glock 9 millimeter bullet. Okay, so this is gonna be yeah, it's probably gonna be like 4x9 or something. 9, yeah, so 9 millimeters, 3.5, okay, inches. Okay, so now we're doing millimeters. Okay, this is in millimeters. Okay, 1.8 millimeters. This is like literally razor thin. 1.8 millimeters, like literally tiny. Okay, so a 9 millimeter bullet going 750 miles an hour can't penetrate steel of a Cybertruck that's 1.8. So now the question is, how thick was the how thick is the steel columns, exterior columns on 911 at the what is it, 100th floor or something, 93rd floor? I think is impact at the it was a bit lower. Let's go to a bit lower there. I'm gonna go let's go, what, flight 175, 911, okay. Stainless steel, isn't it? Yeah. So we got, okay, so this one here, we're basically, we're analyzing. I'm not gonna ask Grog directly, it's just, Grog is just too trash. So where's the impact location? Floor. 77 to 85. Okay, so let's go for so let's pick 85 because they had it the smaller, thinner ones at the higher up, at the 85th floor. How thick is the steel columns? 911. At the 83rd floor. Include the total thickness. Excluding empty space. So because it was a box column, so the empty space, but then it had like gaps on it. Each column was 14 inches, so 3600 millimeters, and spaced 3.3 feet. Okay, that's measuring from the centers. High strength steel plates, and they also had the aluminum cladding, which is also again, yeah, adding extra strength on it, and there's probably concrete or whatnot all poured around it, I'm assuming. Exterior columns, were made of steel plates with thickness of 0.25, so 0.25 inches, so 6.3 millimeters to 9.5 millimeters. Okay, let's go right here. A single one plate thickness was approximately 2.5 inches for most columns. Total excluding empty space wall thickness, total steel thickness is about 1 inch. Is 0.25 inches, 6.35 millimeters. Okay. Let's see what this says. How does this steel column? I think where was the actual column there? I think I had it somewhere here. I'm gonna go post it. Steel column. Okay. I think I wrote it somewhere in there. Box. Box there. Yeah, no. Also before that, so here's the actual plane going through just the hull or the steel, the steel sides of a ship during the 1945 kamikaze plane. So kamikaze doesn't even penetrate through, and there's that. And this one actually had the wingtips cutting through that, which is remarkable. Okay, yeah. So here's the box column. So you got steel like this. It's probably gonna be, let's say, we'll give it a full inch. Okay, 1.5 inch steel column section. It's saying 1.5. Compare that to the stronger. No, this is 1.59 inch steel is the other there. So exterior columns of about 9.5 millimeters thick. Here's NIST report. Metabunk. Why is it opening up there? Current. Plain steel. Why is this doing that? There's a PDF right here. And then I think it says millimeters. It shows you how many millimeters. I just want to see an image, like something. Okay, I need to make a post about this better. So this says 9.5 millimeters. Here's NIST report, or there's a PDF there. Why is it just going straight into that thingy? Okay, anyways. Oh, I think I took a screenshot. Oh, there it is. There's a screenshot. Okay, anyways. So it's going to be about 356 millimeters across. And, yeah, so the breadth of the columns was 356. The wall thickness, 9.5. In the present, we assume the wall thickness to be, there's some degree of uncertainty. Okay, so they're saying 9.5 millimeters. I think that's the actual, this is from here to here, 9.5. And, each box was a structure almost with the wall thickness varying from 125 to 7.5 at the top. In the present, we assume the wall thickness will be 9.5, okay? Okay, so if it's 9.5, and then this excluding empty space, I think that this is what the same thing, 9.5. Inside the hollow section, the total thickness of the steel refers to the plate thickness, which is 0.5. But then there's the other backside as well. 6.35. No, but what about... does the 6.35 millimeter include the backside too? So anyways, so the key part is, I just want to get the exact number just so we can have a better comparison. Okay, 36 square. Okay, so yeah, so in terms of excluding the space, 12.7 millimeters. So 0.5 inches. So we got okay, so anyways, this is so much nonsense. Yeah, so it is so basically 12 basically we're getting 12.7 millimeters. So we're getting like an actual like full on there, and that is excluding the sides. So basically this plus this, or I mean this plus this is about 12.7 millimeters. And then you also have to account for, oh no, this is the fireproofing. Okay, this part right here. And there's also fireproofing too it has to go through. So here's a stainless steel window washing track. There's aluminum cover, which is like super thick. That's aluminum. Now you have the fireproofing, and now you got the steel there. This is the steel. This is, yeah. So based from here to here, from here to here is the total is going to be 12.7 millimeters, and then you have to also account for this this length too. From here to here is like almost 300 millimeters. So, and now the question is, so we got 12.7 plus about 300. Okay, I'm average that out. I'm going like 100 millimeters, and so on. And now we'll go back here. Is how thick is the wing? Is the aluminum wing of a Boeing 777? Just give a number. Just give me something. 767. They're all similar. So we got aluminum. It's gonna be, how thick are they? 1.6 millimeters. So we got 1.6 millimeters of aluminum. Find the actual blueprints of the construction submittals online available. Like, yeah, I had a look before. It was a bit hard. Wingtips. Yeah, so basically we got 1.6, and again it's just a giant like pop can. So 1.6 millimeter of steel going through pretty much 100 millimeters of I mean 1.6 millimeters of aluminum. It's not touching anything near there. To 6.35 on the closer end, and then near the tip. So again, it's impossible. You're not doing this. You're not going through this at all. And we can even drive home the point further, which is plane fin. I think I wrote fin. Plane vertical. So this is. So here's this one right here. I don't know why it's not. Okay, here's footage of Vietnamese one. So here, this is the wing there, slicing off this vertical section, like it's nothing, like with it just going normal speed. Such a clean slice, yeah. So like an absolute clean slice. And now we got this impossible physics. We got this literally cutting through steel and aluminum cladding, and so the aluminum cladding is thicker than the actual plane, and we have the steel box column, and we have fireproofing. Okay, it's not going through all of this, and it actually even says in the NIST report it cuts it. So again, and when I told this to Boston Island, I'm true, they said, oh, it's only the bolts. I'm like, the bolts are still there, and the bolts actually, I think that are the strongest part. and it cuts through straight steel, and they were actually silent. I don't know if they uploaded it. Rumble. Okay, I think let's go to Rumble Boston. Okay, let's just click here. And David Chandler was recording. I don't think he's uploaded it. He hasn't uploaded it. Holy, they didn't upload the video. I think strictly because of me, because I asked questions at the end. That's what I want to believe. Anyways, so it doesn't go through there, and now there's the jet comparison. So here is the okay, this is I don't know why I hate things not working. Okay, I'm gonna go right here quickly, and I'm gonna put it on here. So again, the last one, and this is the second plane going in, explode. This is a bunker buster, and this is notice that the wings can't even get through wooden poles, and this one can't even dent this like 2 inches. 2 inches was the max that this concrete slab was dented. 500 miles an hour at ground level, and this Boeing can't even go that fast. Normal speed. I mean at normal. Yeah, I can't even go that fast at low altitude. So again, which one? It appears like this one, and then the delayed explosion is the one that's key. Notice all these explode right away when they get hit. They get hit, and they're exploding. Like this one's on fire and exploding. And I will go to plane. India, I think. There's another one. Okay, there's I think someone sent it. Plane crash. There was one that was This right here.
And NTSB are to be at least apart 20 immediately from at Miranda.
No, there was one that had that like plain concrete. Yeah, this is a South African one. So a plane crashed at an airport in South Korea yesterday. Note how it blew up and disintegrated upon impact of a concrete barrier instead of gliding through and turning the entire airport into dust. Note also that the plane actually looks like a plane with actual plane parts at the crash scene instead of a black silhouette with disappearing wings and a cartoonish plane-shaped hole and thick steel columns like on 9/11. So here's this one.
들어온 제보에 따르면 비행기는 착륙 중에 랜딩 기어가 내려오지 않았고 착륙한 뒤 활주로를 이탈해 중앙 담장 끝까지가 폭발했다고 합니다. 다시 한번 전해드리겠습니다.
And what's impact exploding on impact?
오늘 오전 9시 10분쯤 전남 무안공항에서 들어온 제보에
Okay. So now there it is. Look at that. And yeah, I don't wanna. This is a good evidence. Telegram. Whoops, this is always on here. Okay, I'm pretty much done, guys. I think there's one more thing. Why? I just copied it. Why doesn't it not show anything? Copy message link. Okay, there's that. There's this one here. And then lastly, there was one I wanted to show. This one got. Oh yeah, this one here. I'm gonna go YouTube. Plane crash water. How can alien science claim to be a physicist when he believes that Pogo's MSM story can't take the guy seriously? Yeah, but as bad as the MSM story is, the MH370 teleportation is worse. Plane crash ocean. Let's see this one here. No, that was that crash. This is emergency landing on water. Okay, so there's landing on water. Okay, where's the ocean? Let's see if this one crashes. Okay, there's one plane exploded. Let's see this one here. Plane crashes in ocean. There's one that exploded. That's it. Plane crash. Compilation. Okay, see the plane crash compilation. Okay, let's see how actually they are. Worst top 10 plane crashes. Okay, let's see if these are not be suitable. Yeah, again, prayers up for all the people and family involved in these tragic accidents. But that's not a real. That's not a real class. Let's ignore those. Ignore that. Let's see what happens here on Instagram. Yeah, notice it didn't go through the ground. The explosion was outside. This one was going to chaotic, and the wings. The wing. Look at the wing. When that wing comes up, it kind of looks like a 9/11 one. Now it looks like a 9/11. This one does not look like a. This one looks like a real plane, and now it looks like a 9/11 plane. So the wings came up for no reason. Okay, this is actually a good one. Look right here. It explodes after hitting one of these. Notice the explosion. It didn't go through the building and then explode. This is actually a very good demonstration of exploding. Exploding on impact. Once it hits something, it explodes. Okay, this one hit this wire. I think it hit a pole actually. And notice the giant explosion. Trailing it. It didn't have to hit the ground. Then
been off the runway and they'll line up for that one.
And then the Pentagon one went through 5 light poles and a generator.
How long is it?
Where's one that Oh, it hits that. Oh, it hit that one. They hit each other. Let's see it hit the ground. It's going pretty fast. Let's see what happens. Does it go through the ground? Okay, it explodes. Anyways, so I do want to show this one here where it explodes there. We might show that later. The one where it's like on fire before the oh, this one here. Okay. I'm gonna share a timestamp 2:33. All right, guys, that's all for today, guys. And again, if you believe real planes did stuff on 9/11, yeah, I don't know what you want. What you guys want from me? All right, hey, that's it for today, guys. Okay, threatcast over, and the fuel storage. They're only looking in the wings. Yeah, that's another part. It's like and yeah, and then lastly, the Pentagon one. I'll do this last one. Pentagon. Light. Yeah, so the 9/11 Pentagon one went through 5 light poles. So this is a light pole. And went through 5 of them going like 540 miles an hour. Let's play the full video. Investigative planes aren't really flying on gas, but on secret. I've heard about that, but I don't know about that. There's just a lot of, and those are typically flat earthers pushing that, but I don't know. Anyways, so here's the official story going 540 miles an hour. And again hits a light bulb instead of slicing its own wing off. Okay, this is the mainstream narrative. This is literally the mainstream narrative. And they're showing photos of some random poles on the ground. Like, okay, this is the mainstream narrative. This is the mainstream. It's hitting 5. Okay, 5. And then this one's bent too. It's not even like hit. It's just like bent somehow. Like this is. It should be something supposed to be sliced off, not just bent like that. Like, and then it also hits its generator. And they're gonna show the security camera footage, and it shows literally nothing. Literally not the wing. Okay, that's how you want it show. Okay, it literally shows nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, so it shows nothing. There's an explosion. Oh, it didn't even show the generator. It also hit this generator too. and it still somehow goes through. Anyways, this is clown physics. Like the entire thing is just clown on another level. Okay, this is absolute clown physics. Like these people should be like in jail. All right, anyways. Oh, I think I already pasted this. Oh, this is okay, this one, paste that. And I go here. All right. Yeah, they use the Nagajana cement, guys. Anyways, guys, that's all for today, guys. I'm gonna go right here. Most people know critical thinking skills. Yeah, no worries. But the thing is, my view is like the people with critical thinking skills. You have to help out everybody who doesn't. So you gotta make it easy for everybody. That's what I do here. What I try to do at MES. And that's why thanks for joining. That's why the moon landing stuff. It's like when it's obvious disinfo being pushed. I really don't care if the moon landing is fake or real. But it's like when Bart Sabrell is like pushing the most stupidest things of all time. Anyone who takes him seriously is an attack on me. Okay, keep that quote that. It's an attack on humanity. Anyway, thanks for joining. Have a great day. All right, guys, and also here on Rumble as well. Thanks for we got 2 comments on Rumble, Larry and Zayada. Thanks for joining. Have a good one. Let's see if anybody posted anywhere else. Nobody else, and no one else. Okay, we're good to go. All right, guys. Anyways, that's all for today, guys. I'm gonna close these all. Close all. Anyways, and have a good one. And we're gonna end the stream. And also remember, donate, pay a bunch of cash money, become a super fan, and so on. And where's the thingy? Okay, ending stream, guys. In 3, 2, 1. End stream. Adios. Yeah, bye. Okay, did it end? There's the ending.